You vote for your... Actually, no. Who did you vote for?
Donald J. Trump.
Why did you vote for your candidate?
I voted for him because I did not like Hillary. I voted for him because I am a Republican. I voted for him because I like some of his stances he takes.
Okay, like which stances? Would you like just give me a specific?
I like his stances on immigration, stances on Planned Parenthood. And I like his stances on America being strong in foreign affairs.
Okay, so why did you not like Hillary?
Because she's a crook.
Is there anything else?
See, she's a crook. She seems wicked to me. She's a woman. That's I mean, it's a valid point.
Okay. So Black Lives Matter is a movement that was something that peaked during election time. What did you think about Black Lives Matter? And did the movement affect your decision to vote for your candidate?
I don't know if it affected my decision, but I think it's a violent movement. I've been in the protests firsthand in Washington, D.C. I saw the violence they do. I've seen a lot of the people in that movement destroy property and harm police force. And I think that I like how Donald Trump took a stance to stand with the police force and not with the criminals.
So how would you describe the race situation in the U.S. during the last 2 years up to now?
I think that Barack Obama made it much, much worse. I think that he had an opportunity to really solve a problem here, and he kind of didn't ignore it, but he wasn't able to fan the fires of the race, and he only made it worse.
Okay, so how do you see Trump's presidency continuing? Do you feel positive or negative about it?
I feel somewhat negative. I've always kind of felt negative about Donald Trump. I think he's got some good stances, some good ideas, but he is a unstable hothead who should not be anywhere near public office. That just shows how much I did not like Hillary and how much I guess I support the Republican Party, that I would vote for someone like Donald Trump. I think his continued presidency is very harmful and dangerous to the entire world.
Okay, so going off of that, what would you say your biggest concern of the future of the U.S. is? Do you have any concerns?
I think a war.
Yeah.
Being a 20-year-old male without a college education, I am number one for a draft. So I do not want to be sent over to a war because our president decided that he wanted to piss people off.
Let's see. So do you agree with your candidate's views on race, or do you disagree? Is there something you would change?
No, I agree with him on race. I don't think he's a racist. I don't think he has any problem with other races. I think a lot of his policies are the ones that people think are really racist, like the the travel ban and the not letting in migrants, Syrian refugees into America is for the safety of America. And you can see that people are getting in cars, they're getting guns and knives, and they're killing people all over Europe, raising jihad in Europe. And I don't think we want that in America. I don't know why anyone would want that.
Do you think that all of this was happening because of the travel ban? Because if he hadn't put the travel ban, maybe people would be pissed off?
No, I think this is a problem that started way, way long ago when we started bombing all these countries, because if you live in one of these countries like Iraq and Afghanistan, and you live in the mountains where you don't have an education or cell phone or any of this, and you hear that there's some birds in the skies coming down and killing your father, bombing you, from a different country, I would hate the other country too. So this isn't a problem just because of travel ban. They're out to get us for somewhat good reason. They're gonna come and get us, and we can't give them any way to do that.
All right, this is my last question, so living in Trump America, Trump is pushing to repeal Obamacare. If he achieves this, how do you think it'll impact the U.S.?
I know firsthand that my family, when Obamacare came out and our premiums went up and we had to pay a lot more for healthcare. So I think that it would help middle class families. I don't know exactly what his stance to help people who don't have health care, but I'm sure that he'll come together with the Democrats and with other people who know what they're doing when it comes to health care, and they'll figure out exactly what America needs.
Okay, so is there a particular policy, I kind of already asked this, but is there a particular policy that you like and wanted to see from your candidate?
Build the wall. There are drugs, there are rapists. Some of them are good individuals, but they're coming in through the South, and we need to build a wall. No, but in all honesty, I didn't support the wall during the campaign. I thought it was really stupid. But now I kind of see a need for it, because if you think about it, if terrorists do want to come to America, that's a very easy way to come through Mexico into America. If they can do it with pounds of heroin, they can do it with a gun, and they can come through and they can raise jihad against us, come to our homes, our churches, our schools.
So is there a policy from the opposing candidate that influenced your decision to not vote for them?
Let's see, Hillary, just any kind of Democratic policy is usually bad. Coming from a middle class family, whenever the Democrats are in office, we always lose more money, just because they always take money and they give it to people who don't work.
Okay, so specifically, I know that Hillary, on the situation of the police force, I know Hillary was very focused on trying to retrain police and use more of like a community policing strategy to try and avoid police involved in shootings. And I know that Trump he kind of was against that. He didn't specifically say that he didn't want community policing, but he was very focused on like our police, they need to be protected and they're doing their job. How do you feel?
Remind me what's community policing?
Community policing is police officers will go out and they get more involved in the community, such as getting to know the people, and instead of just writing tickets left and right, they're more involved in trying to, I guess, like mediate and diffuse situations instead of going straight to like a shooting or a handcuffing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know what community police was before this, but sounds good to me in an ideal world. But these people that are getting shot, and there are situations, that the police are using their weapons, they are using them usually to protect themselves. No one's out there to get someone. Police have to act in seconds notice to protect themselves and in the community, and I think that people targeting police and saying that they're the criminals is completely wrong, and it's a really twisted way of thinking about law and order.
Law and order.
I think that is it